You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.
You talk about the candidates. The reality is that Russian troll farms continue to play a role in this election. Mm-hmm. She was targeted more than anybody else. More than Biden, more than Sanders, more than Warren. Seems that Putin in Russia was kind of scared of this black woman.
I don't know if it's that they are scared of her or that, just like the Mueller report revealed, that anybody looking to infiltrate our election or our country knows that the third rail in the United States is that of race, and particularly those issues facing African Americans, because we saw that in the Mueller report about how we were targeted on social media and others in general. Right. So and I agree with you. I mean, just tweeting about Kamala today, the amount of my regular comments and from the folks who think she wasn't, like real folks. So it was real folks commenting and critique. And I don't want to disregard folks that had real critique of her candidacy and therefore endorse somebody else. Like those folks exist, and I'm not erasing that. But there is also the issue of, as soon as I started talking about it, and not even hashtagging her name, that there was direct sort of engagement in my Twitter feed and other because I was talking about her. That is a very real fact and something that I don't think a number of people are paying real attention to about how we use social media, which black folks are a primary user of social media, and therefore how our communities and our conversations were targeted in the 2016 election, and how we are not completely built up and have a real frank conversation about doing that for this election cycle at all.
We're not ready. We're not ready to deal with it.
Absolutely. The misinformation that's been targeted towards African Americans and particularly black women is happening and will continue to happen.
Yep.
And one thing that we need to do as just regular individuals is check what you're forwarding. Like, if I see something that's not from a major outlet, I actually still even check major outlets. Just do some fact checking before you share, because we are micro influencers. And when you share something, particularly black women, Nielsen stated in their 2017 report that people look to black women for leadership. And so when we share something on our social media feed, our network is using us as an authentic messenger. So check before you share.
I want to bring in someone, y'all have seen her. She's getting mic'd up. Reese Colbert. She, of course, has been sharing her thoughts on social media. Let's just say she cussed a whole bunch of people out today after news drop of Senator Harris dropping out. You being one of her most ardent supporters. Not a good day for you. No, very tough day. But, I had to give Senator Kamala Harris her props first, and then I cussed people out second, because it's still a historic campaign that she's run. I'm incredibly proud of her. I think all of us in the K-Hive are. So I think, I've been watching the show on the way up here, and I think we can talk about coulda, woulda, shouldas, but I'm very proud no matter what. What particularly ticked you off the most over the last several months with the criticism or attacks on her? Well, I call it Operation Block the Black Woman. And I think that when you look at the outsized social media attacks, she's received 68% of the social media attacks of all the candidates. And yet she's only received 3% of the media mentions. And there's no telling how much of those media mentions are actually positive versus negative. So I think that when we're talking about the level of attacks that she received versus the ability to counter those attacks, it just wasn't a level playing field. So that was the most frustrating part, is that she just didn't even have a level playing field at all. In addition to being a black woman, just the sheer volume of attacks against her is very hard to surmount. All right, folks, back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. All right, folks, it's the holiday season. This is when you think about spending time with your family and friends. This is also when you count your blessings and support those less fortunate. This year, be a holiday hero and change someone's life forever. Right now, hundreds of thousands of Americans are sitting in jail without being convicted of a crime. Why? Because they lack the financial resources to pay their bail. Think about it. When you're arrested for any minor offense, you will be taken directly to jail. If you don't have bail money, you will stay there until a court date is scheduled. That could be days, weeks, or even months. Simply put, America's bail system is broken for people of color. And folks, freedom should be free. That's why the Ebony Foundation has partnered with the Bail Project and is sponsoring the Home by the Holiday campaign. The Bail Project has helped bail out thousands of people over the years, and with your help, they plan to bail out 1,000 people by New Year's Day. Now, how's that for a holiday gift? A donation from you today can change someone's life tomorrow. Now, folks, did you know people of color represent 50 to 90% of the jail population across the country? Without bail, nearly 90% of those charged with misdemeanors pled guilty. However, with paid bail, less than 2% receive a jail sentence. Sometimes justice just needs us. To be a holiday hero, you can donate $25, $50, or more to help the Ebony Foundation bring our brothers and sisters home by the holiday. To donate, go to homebytheholiday.com. It's homebytheholiday.com.
Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.